anymore, man. That's passé. I said, we got to get past that thing and realize the real of it is that we're just people, man. We're just kids, actually. You know, just come to college, man, to study and get a job or something. You know what I mean? So you try to do what you could do to try and help it along and not try to hurt it, you know? That was an important thing for me.
Is there anything that I haven't asked you that you'd like to talk
I know you should ask me. I can talk I'll wear all your tape out. You run out of tape on me, brother. Trust me, you run out of tape on me. I think that that Morehead, man, was it was a for all of us who went to college was a growing up time for me. You know, it was a growing time. You met people from all over the world in this bad boy. You know, one of my good friends was from Africa. You met people from all over the world, and you begin to grow. You begin to grow physically, spiritually. You know what I'm saying? You academically. You just begin to grow, man. And Morehead, in this tucked in the way in these little hills, was a nice little place to do it. You know what I mean? It was a nice place to do it, man, to grow. You know, I tell you, man, it was just beautiful to me. You know, it was. The race things couldn't do anything about the beauty. It was still the beauty of it that captivated me, man. You know, and I left here and started working at Wave TV where I left here, and another guy there was a graduate of Morehead, and we used to talk about this place all the time, about the beauty of it, going up to the lake, man, and drinking a beer we got from Mount Sterling. That's a whole other story, though. Don't put that, edit that out. But it was just a beautiful, beautiful time and a growing time for me, man. I grew up here. You know, I literally grew up here, you know. So I wouldn't trade it for anything. I wouldn't trade even the bad parts, because you need that as well to understand it, to understand the whole of it. You really need it all, you know. And I got it all here, man. You know, and when I left here, I was pretty much ready. You know what I mean? I was ready racially. I was ready spiritually to choir, you know. I was ready physically. It prepared me, man. And really, a lot of things more it wasn't really trying to prepare me for. It did, you know. On a humble, it prepared me like that, man. It prepared me like that, you know. So I wouldn't trade it for anything, man. I would tell anybody that if you want to go to college, look here. And I'm just telling you guys. I'm telling you because it was for me. Because tucked way up in these hills, man, it's like a little oasis tucked up in here, man. It really is, you know. And more don't posture themselves like that, but it is, you know. It was for me, man. It really was. And I looked at a lot of schools. I had scholarships at a lot of schools, man. But I chose this little one, tucked around up in here with Adrian Dorn and McNaughton and the whole works, you know. But I'm really appreciative, man. I'm blessed that although even the hunger taught me. I remember, that's the last time I say, I'm going to take turn to I was in class, man, and one of those hungry mornings, I was in the comp class, and it got so bad, you know, your stomach started growling so loud, you know, because it's kind of quiet in there, you know, you get that hard growl going. I figured out a way to kind of mute this thing. So I said, when you feel the growl, I kid you not, I know it sounds crazy. When you feel the growl coming on, I would take a deep breath and hold it. So instead of it going, roar, it would go, you know. So I said, I've discovered this thing, man. I discovered how to mute the growl while I'm in class, man. Yeah, man, it was kind of rough. I don't know if they thought about that. I said, wait, we don't supply meals, but you couldn't work a job either because that's against the NCAA rules. Huh? You know what I'm saying? You can't work a job. We're not going to feed you. But, oh, dang, I used to have a pack of peanut butter crackers. I would eat 2 a day. One in the mornings. I know it sounds incredible, doesn't it, man? Because my parents, man, I came from a poor family who my parents really couldn't afford to send me to school, you know. So without the scholarship, I don't know if I've been able to go. And so they couldn't afford to send me to school. My mother would send me $10, man, like every 2 weeks, you know. When I get that, I go down, walk all the way down there to the mailbox. I look in the mess, but $10 is here, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Oh, boom, boom, boom. KFC. Go to KFC, man. Yeah, so it was, so that too, it just taught me, man, about life. It taught me how to be an adult, man. You know, it really did. You got to go through a little something sometimes to really appreciate where you are. So I went through it here. I went through it, and it taught me. And so now I'm able to teach my children. And when they hear these stories, man, they laugh. Daddy, you had $10 to go to school. Yeah. So anyway, it was a growing experience for me and a beautiful experience, man. I was really blessed, man. I wouldn't trade it for anything, man.
I got 2 more questions.
Yeah, please.
Do you have a bootlegging store?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I did. The bootlegger. Yeah, let me tell you about the bootlegger, man. Let me tell you about this. This is gonna kill you. Now, remember, Morehead was dry. It still is. I'm sure it still is. We went to Mount Sterling. Had to go to Mount Sterling to buy a little 6-pack of beer, whatever. And really, get this. I had my first beer in Morehead, man. My junior year of school, I had one beer. I wasn't a drinker, man. No, I was an athlete, straight up athlete. And when I drank that beer, I said, oh, man, this is good. this is really, really good, man, good. So what we would do, instead of going to Mount Sterling, we had these bootleggers, man. This is true stuff. People don't hear this now. They say, you got to be kidding. No, man. You go way up in the mountains, man, around these little mountains, around a turn, and on these side roads and through the bushes and trees. And there's a shack, you know. There's a shack, one little light, man. And there's a little guy. I'm sorry, I got it right here. There's a shack with one little light, and you pull up to this shack, and a guy pull this little wooden thing back and say, "What do you need? Can we have a 6-pack?" Okay, hold on. You go up there, man, and come up and say, "Yeah, man, bootleggers, man, real life bootleggers in the town." It was incredible, man. But you know, I look at that and I said, "Man, we had a bootlegger." I actually went to a bootlegger to buy a 6-pack, man. You know, and really, alcohol wasn't a major problem. It wasn't a problem where people, blah, blah, blah. No, that wasn't the case, man. That wasn't the case at all. When the fraternity had the fraternity parties, I'm gonna put this on so it wouldn't mess you up, brother. When they had the fraternity parties, man, they would have previously been to Mount Sterling to get some grain alcohol whatnot to make this juice, you know, the fraternity juice, a big old garbage can thing. I don't know what it was. And so drinking wasn't really a thing, because there wasn't an opportunity to, because you didn't have the kind of money. So what we do, everybody put in like 50 cents. Yeah, 50, we go around the campus, man. 50. You get enough to go buy a 6-pack. Come back with a 6-pack, man, and sit and drink. I said, man, beer is all right, man. I had a beer. I like a beer, man. Well, anyway, it wasn't a problem. Drinking wasn't a thing where in other campuses. I traveled with the speech team to Ohio State one time, and they served beer in the student center. You know, you go to student center, have a beer for class, right? You know, really, I said, yeah, I have beer in the student center? Damn, what kind of school is this? Who are you people? So no, it wasn't really a thing. But yes, I went to a bootlegger, man, a real life bootlegger. Never saw his face. You saw the thing slide back. What do you want? I never, you know, can we have a 6-pack? All right, hold on. Shoot. It'll be $10,000. And they charge a lot of money for that 6-pack, man. You pay like $10 for a 6. Anyway, that's a whole other story, man. That was another learning experience, brother. But anyway, another question. Have another question? You said it?
Last question. What memories do you have of the Dorans?
Oh man, they were really nice, and he was. I took a class with Adrian with McNaughton Doran, the personal PDI, whatever they call that thing, was personal institute, but Adrian Doran was. He was always like a statuesque kind of, you know, he had his posture, and his voice, 20 years ago, McNaughton and I, you know, he tell these stories, said, 20 years ago, McNaughton and I came to Morehead State University. He always said university, you know. And when he tell these stories, you want to lean in and hear these stories. He had some great stories, man, you know, and he was a really, really nice guy. He was approachable, you know, he was really approachable. I don't know, it could have been some kind of other way, but with me, he was approachable, and his wife was really nice, you know, just like a storybook kind of. They were like a storybook couple, you know. It's really like a fairy tale kind of couple. They really were. You see them together, man. They were just hugging and, you know, walking. And when I took a class with her, she was just really, really nice, you know. But they were the nicest people, man. You know, he was approachable with his, but he tells some stories, you know, 50 years ago when I first came to Morehead State University, you know, and I built all these dorms, and I said, he's cool. But he was, you know, so he's really cool. But it was, again, I say it again, man, that Morehead was a wonderful time for me, man. I was able to share it with my children and other folks and I meet, and it brought, you know, you think that high school and you begin to meet the people, your lifelong friends, but yeah, you meet some, but no, it's college, man. And then, and because of the way it was here at the time, what the ensemble did, it just fused together these people. And whether you wanted it to or not, it became like some sort of like a little family. You know, he wasn't trying to find it, but it did that. And so that's why they're down rehearsing now. It's not just the rehearsal, but it's like a family. When you see somebody, you want to cry. Think, oh man, that's my man. Oh man, you want to hug. Because it wasn't that many. It was only, I don't know, 200-300 blacks on the campus at the time. So the majority of them were in the ensemble, you know. So it became like a little family, brother. So I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world, man. You know, I know I've talked your tape up, haven't I, brother? Yeah, oh yeah. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.